season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 78, 18 Pioneer.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Packers in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Up the middle, Jones. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready? 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Cowboys.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And here's a very low-line drive. Almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You look at this Packers defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First and goal, Minnesota.
Let's go. Take over.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
Throwing is McCarthy.
The 3-yard line.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Grenard has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
14 at the 26-yard line.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
From the gun on third down, Johnson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. $13-0
is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Let's go. Nice. Check go.
Back to throw. Johnson. Pass caught. That's Golden. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Panthers, go.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they will break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. In motion, the tight end.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Go! Lightning 18, go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
To the air with McCarthy. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Open man, that's Felton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. McCarthy going to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running left, Mason. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 7. McCarthy off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after. And this throw will be intercepted. And running with power here. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Doubs. 36 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Jefferson moving in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. The coverage by Javon Bullard.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Room here to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, 63 yards. And the Vikings have retaken a third quarter lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 71 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. McManus's point after is good. And we are all tied at 28. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Gain at 30. And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On play action. Now McCarthy. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To the air again, McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones from a yard out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's taken in by Watson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. Johnson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go,
Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 183 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that run.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, 24 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Let's go now.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On play action, McCarthy. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Minnesota.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Packers 28. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A nice throw there by the 4th-round pick, and he earns his guys a 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw again. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's Johnson. Off play action. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Ready.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that it's a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Man, 222 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this down to the 33. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To the air with McCarthy. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down. A gain of 15.
And inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
m26, go!
Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call it?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's caught inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Love looking to throw it. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way. And he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, not that giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Here we go. Let go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cut 19. Cut 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only